Friends, I am Dr. Rituraj Saikia, speaking from Thermal Science Lab, IIT Guwahati. So today I will explain to you the process of doing the experiment for finding out the convective heat transfer coefficient using this setup. So this is the setup which we will be using to do your experiments. So this is a rectangular hollow duct. We provided with a slot here. So in this slot we can fix different types of heaters such as this. This is a heater with a flat plate. This is another type of heater, flat plate connected with rectangular cylindrical fins, and this one is another heater connected with rectangular fins. So now let us fit the flat plate heater in this slot. Now if you see, this is connected with a cable here. So this cable is nothing but it is a power supply to the heater. So power will be supplied from this control unit. So this is the display cum control unit. So as you can see, there is a display for power, there is a display for temperature, and there is a switch for heater and a switch for the fan. So using this control unit, you can supply power to the heater by switching on this heater switch. And you can adjust the power supply using this potentiometer knob. You can regulate the power supply to the heater. So once we select a certain amount of power supply to the heater, the heating plate will start heating up. The heating plate will start heating up, and the air that is adjacent to the heating plate, it will also start heating up. So as we all know that the density of hot air is always less than density of cold air. So this hot air will try to move up. It will move up through this duct, and the cold air from the bottom of this duct, will move up and fill up this space. So in this way, the heat from the heating plate will be carried away by the flowing air. So this is the process of convective heat transfer. So regarding forced convection is nothing but the procedure is same, but in this case the air will be forcefully ejected out of the duct. So for that we have a rotating fan attached at the top of this duct. So if you switch on the fan, the air will be forcefully sucked out. So in that case it will no longer be free convection, but it will be forced convection. So in your laboratory class, the aim of the experiment, of your convective experiment, will be to determine the effectiveness and heat transfer coefficient in free and forced convection from a flat heated surface. So for that you need to measure the temperature inside the duct at various points. Mostly at the inlet point, that is the point number 1 here, and at the outlet point, that is the point 10 here. And you have also provisions to measure temperatures along the duct at different locations, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So using these temperatures you can draw the temperature profile along the duct. So for measuring the air temperature at various locations, that is the inlet location and the outlet location, we have a sensor, that is the thermocouple. This is the K-type thermocouple, which you will have to push it inside the inlet point like this, and you can measure the temperature. So the temperature will be displayed in the control unit in this way. This is the temperature sensed by the thermocouple. And for measuring the surface temperature of the plate, we have a provision of taking the temperature through these several holes. So you simply have to insert your thermocouple through the holes and touch the plate at several locations. Maybe at 10 or 15 locations you have to insert and take the temperature and take the average. That will be the surface temperature of the plate. So for the inlet outlet temperature, you have to put your thermocouple inside this outlet point. So if you look from far, you can see that the below one is the inlet and the top one is the outlet temperature of the air. You also need to measure the velocity of air at the inlet and outlet, that is point 1 and 10. So for that purpose we have a special instrument, that is a hot wire anemometer. So this is the hot wire anemometer. You have to insert this tip in your measuring point like this. Once you insert it, the velocity of air will be shown in the display unit. So as you can see now, it is showing 0.12 meter per second, and the lower value is the temperature of air at the inlet, that is the 26.7 degree Celsius. So in this way you have to find out the velocity of air also. Now in case of forced convection, as I have already told you, there is a fan attached at the top of the duct, so that fan can be switched on using the same control panel here with the help of this switch for fan, and this is the regulator for the fan. You can increase or decrease the speed of the fan. Now for supplying the power to the heater, you have to switch on this heater switch, and this is the potentiometer knob for increasing or decreasing the power supply to the heater. Presently we are supplying 44 watt. If you want, you can increase or decrease using this potentiometer knob. So we will be providing you the soft copy of this manual. So reading this manual, you can find out how to do the experiment, what is the procedure. A brief description of the setup will also be given in this manual, like this. This soft copy will be provided to you. Now regarding the experiments that you have to do, we will be giving you this sort of a table. So you have to perform your experiments both for free convection as well as forced convection. So in these experiments you have to vary, in some cases you have to vary the inserts. Inserts means the different types of plates that you will be using, like flat plate with cylindrical fins, flat plate with rectangular fins, or a simple flat plate. And in other experiments you have to vary the velocity of the air. So for that case you have to use the regulating switch of the fan to vary the velocity. So using all the data you will be recording in this table, you have to finally find out the heat transfer efficiency of convective heat transfer and the heat transfer coefficient. So this is a very simple experiment, but one thing you have to note, that for each of the readings, while you take the readings with the help of your anemometer or with the help of your thermocouple, you have to observe the readings in your control unit, and you have to wait for steady state. Once the readings become steady, then only you have to take the reading, make the table, and finally prepare the report. Thank you.